Hi everybody, Tricia Morris here at Club Scrap for your monthly spoiler video. I know for a lot of you this is a day that you really anticipate. I can hear Karen taking phone calls at her desk all month long about when is the next spoiler going to be. So I'm really excited to share what we will be shipping from our warehouse here in Neenah, Wisconsin on starting September 1st. Knowing it's a holiday weekend, so you may have to have a little patience, but at least you can see what's going to be on its way to you even before it leaves the door. So I am very excited to share Riverbend with you, along with some other important news from the warehouse. So stay tuned for the entire length of the video if you have time. I know some of you, watch while you're working, so I understand if you have to come back for the replay. Either way, if you're watching and you want to check in, we love that. Come and say hello from wherever you are. And if you're watching the replay, ask your questions preferably directly to us, just in case we miss a post to either the Facebook or YouTube video. We would hate to miss a question. So our email is info@clubscrap.com if you have a question, or just give us a call, 888-634-9100, or a chat. We chat online too if we're in the house. So all that said, I am thrilled to present the beautiful Riverbend collection to you. Let's take a look at our ceiling for just a moment. And here we have our kit. Now this is the page kit. As you probably already know, we offer a card kit as well, but we'll begin by taking a look at this stunning collection. We'll start with our prints. We have two, we're calling this the tent print for obvious reasons, and you can see we've just kind of created a vignette around an opening that's going to be perfect for your pictures. Jacqueline does a beautiful job of designing our prints so that they do make a lovely home for your photographs. And sometimes they're perfect for framing as well. Then the other print that we have is a bird print, and here we have this gorgeous egret over here on the left corner, and kind of fading into the background, a nice river scene. So this is going to be nice for camping, for national parks trips, any kind of summer adventure, anything by the water. And then you're going to absolutely adore these plain colors that we're including. Okay, so we start with an aqua. And then we have a color we've never used before. It's really unique. It's a light green tone. It's very, very heavy. You can hear it. You can hear how heavy it is. And it's got this sort of mottled texture to it. And I just love the shade of it. It's kind of like a eucalyptus green. Even would be nice if you're doing a wedding with that color theme. This will go beautiful with that as well. And then we have, of course, my favorite color on planet Earth, this beautiful color of teal. I absolutely love this one too. Again, that same mottled type visual texture to it. However, it's smooth to the touch. And then finally, we have two sheets of the dark green. This has like a burlap sort of a feel to it. Definitely a beautiful texture that I've come to love. Okay, so that is the page kit, just the paper collection. Then of course we have our cut aparts. Those are really cool as well. We've got a sheet of purely border strips, and except for on the edge here. So we've got two smaller images, and we have these cute little wooden signs as goodies in the kit, and then Jacqueline designed those to fit right on these little wood pieces. So those are pretty adorable. And then we have another full sheet. We got some fussy cut fish, but Jacqueline even thought to put a little silhouette around them, so all you have to do is just cut along the line and they're gonna look great. Journaling prompts are here, everything you need to kind of finish those pages. Now in the photo mat department, we're including 3 of this aqua color and then 3 white linen texture. So it's that same texture that you'll find on the dark green paper, 3 of those gorgeous light green, and then 3 of the teal. Let's see, from the ribbon department, Craig selected some beauties. We've got the 7/8 inch aqua satin here. Love that one. A yard of this 3/8 inch cotton. Very nice to work with this ribbonite. It's one of my favorites. And then 2 yards of this, I think it's like a 1/4 inch gingham. So it just is really tasteful. It gives it that outdoorsy feel. I love this one too. And then the remaining goodies include, let's see, we've got these really cute fishing swivels. They're a nice size. They're not too big. They're perfect for our needs here. And you can open them. So it's almost like a little safety pin the way it opens. And then on it, you can even add a couple of fish. we have a set of 4 fish, 2 of each kind of variety. Those are so cute. They would make adorable earrings as well. You know, if you got a friend who likes to fish. And then of course we got the cute little gone fishing sign. And then finally, 3 of these cute little hooks. And I really researched this carefully to make sure they would be flat enough for your pages, and I think they're just perfect. So I love this little charm and goodie set here in the kit. Now, if you're watching this for the first time, you're thinking, well, that's great, Tricia, but you know, what do I do with all that when you send it to me? I have all kinds of stuff in my scrapbooking room that I don't use. Well, we are here to help with that too. All of our kits come with a copy of instructions, and those include precise trimming instructions. Now, you don't have to be that precise with it by any means, but this is just a nice way for us to help you utilize everything in the box to create a set of specific pages, or, you know, do whatever you want with it, right? If you don't need this, that's absolutely fine, of course, too. One cool thing is I can tell on these diagrams here for your trimming instructions, once you complete all the trimming of this paper and turn it into pages, that little piece right there will be the only scrap left over at the end. So let's take a look at those pages. I'll get rid of my kit here. So here's layouts 1 and 2. And now you can see here on the left, I've got the fish attached to the swivel, and then topped with some of that cute little gingham ribbon. And then I got my double chain link bow going on here. More cute ribbon with a little hook that's added with our bookbinding glue. Here's layout 2. If you happen to have a 3-inch cutting die, otherwise just use scissors to trim around this. And again, the fishing swivel attached over here with some of the cotton ribbon. Here's layout 3, and I've got this fish jumping out right over here in the middle of everything with some foam adhesive. Love that effect. Again, the fishing swivel used. We've got our photo mats in action here. Give you a lot of space for your pictures. Here's that little sign I was telling you about, the wood sign, again, with another swivel attached with the fish in the background. And again, in that video, I will walk you through, you know, how I put all of these little special features of the pages onto the layouts. Again, hanging from a long piece of the gingham, I've got the fishing swivel there. So cute. I've got a 3-part bow here on the left, along with my little fishy swimming along. And this cute little image, just a simple fussy cut and popped with our foam adhesive circles. And then finally, layout 8. Here I did my little craft knife trick where I shoved the journaling prompt behind the tent so I could keep that tent in the foreground. So again, those 8 layouts will be featured in that video. Now, if you are a member, don't forget that you've got a little extra something coming your way every single month you are a member. So if you skip, you don't receive this, but if you get that kit, you get that page formula. This is a bonus item, and the idea behind this is to help you utilize everything you have in your stash by giving you a specific recipe with cutting instructions, an ingredient list, and then specifically how to assemble the page. Here is my finished layout. And I wanted to point out that, you know, we don't go fishing. We like to eat fish, but we don't go fishing, but we do go snowmobiling on various lakes in the North Wisconsin and Upper Michigan area. This is from a beautiful place called Miners Castle. And these are pictures of Lake Superior in the wintertime with it's like 17 degrees below zero that day. So I'm thinking what really makes this layout work is the colors in my photos. So even if you don't fish, do you ever have photos that have this color? And I honestly believe that that is what is the magic behind what we do here at Club Scrap, because it's all about color. Okay, let's transition now on to our card kit. Okay. So that's exciting. You've got 3 sizes of envelopes. Now what's cool about our card kits is they make a dozen cards. And let's take a look at this paper. You saw a little bit of it in my bonus layout. Sometimes I like to use the card kit print. And the cool part is you can purchase our prints by the sheet, the planes as well. So if you want to stock up on a print that you particularly like, or if you're a page kit member, you can add the card kit print so you don't miss out on that 3rd print from the collection. Then of course we've got our planes in here, the same aqua, 2 of those, 2 teal, 2 of that stunning light green, 2 dark green, and 2 of that white linen. And then for the cut-aparts, of course, that contains everything you need for both the inside and outside of your cards. Now, if you're a stamper and you would prefer to stamp your cards, by all means, go for it. But, you know, I personally really just enjoy not having to stamp. I do have sessions where I enjoy it, but this is just a wonderful way to get those cards done. And I know all my friends and family really appreciate my handmade cards. Okay, so then here we have our ribbon selections for the card kit. We've got a 3/8 inch. This is like a silky, and we found that exact shade of light green. It's spectacular. Then we have a grosgrain aqua, yard of that, and then 2 yards of this natural colored jute. For other embellies, we have a set of 4 corrugated tags that'll work into the 4 cards that will use them. And then a whole entire sheet of these, I could not resist, water drop stickers. Okay, so they're clear. And I like to use a craft knife to pull them off the sheet and attach them. So they're self-adhesive and great for adding a little special touch to both your cards and your layout. So if you get both kits, this is going to be nice to, you know, a crossover item. Then we have these really nifty, they're actually like a sequin, but they're long bars of reflective material. I think that they were kind of a cool find, and I use them in a creative way in all the cards. As I mentioned, you have the envelopes. Also, as is the case, without exception now, you have your workout video. It is kind of a workout. You have your instructional video to make the cards, and I will have you sort the paper, then trim them, then score them, and then assemble them in 3 sets. So that's kind of the fun part. Now I have a really special card. So you get 7 pages of instructions in this folio here that you can print. And but don't let that scare you, please. I will walk you through. It won't be too hard. Let's take a look at the cards you'll make. All right, so this one is the smallest card, the A2 envelope size, and it's a double flapped card, like a gate flap. And I love this. I got you a birthday card, and then there I have the little water droplet stickers, the jute, and then you open it up. May all your fishes come true. How fun is that? So you make 2 of those. And then the other one is It's Your Birthday, do whatever floats your boat. So these are going to be great for your water loving friends. Set B, now this is a favorite of mine. It was introduced in the shoji card kit, but it was, I made cutouts to make it kind of like a screen. But this is just a simplified version of that. I have got some great assembly tips for you to make this super easy. And there you can see the use of those little bars and the tag and the ribbon and the stickers on this particular card. One of my favorites that we chose to do in this art set is a pet sympathy card, sharing in your sorrow. And then no matter how long we have them, it's never long enough. And isn't that the truth? This is a beautiful card. You'll make 2 in this set. And then you've got a congrats one as well. We try to just cover all the bases, but primarily birthday, get well upon occasion, but birthday is as our priority here, and a couple of sympathy cards. Now, the set C is the one where you're going to put in just a tiny little amount of extra work, but it will be worth it, I promise. This is a shutter card. It will thrill any recipient, okay? So when you open it, there appears the tent campsite scene, sending love and sympathy. So this is a really special card. And then it has what I would call a belly band. And you'll get 2 like this. And then these are get well cards, okay? So while your friend is recuperating, they can play with their beautiful shutter card again. So you make 4. And by the time you're done with making 4 of these, you will have it down. It is not that hard. And again, during the video, I will walk you through this step by step. Plus, I even have the step out photos and very detailed written instructions in the document you can download, included right with the kit, okay? Now it's time to meet your Riverbend stamp sheet. Take a look at that. Here it is in all its fun glory, right? First of all, I love this big jumping fish image, and then this quaint little camping scene and the gorgeous bird we have here. Now we have some funs. It's officially your birthday. Just keep swimming, keep it real. Thinking of you, and then kind of a more touching quote. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but its persistence. And what a great fit for any of these. Now you see those small little sentiments right here. Those are designed to fit both in the banner here on this one and then below the banner. And Julie will show you in some of the cards that she's made this month. Now here we have, this one is using the watercolor crayon technique we've been using for quite some time here at Club Scrap. Even I can see there's a little bit of a metallic in there, some splatter, keep it real. And then Julie was able to get 2 impressions from the same coloring. And she embossed the background here with some fish scales, just a really gorgeous image. Be sure to check out the blog for details on that. Here's the happy retirement, and how sweet. I know a lot of people are retiring and doing a lot of camping these days. So little fish stamped in the background here. That's a lovely card. And here we have Julie using those tinier curved images to make stamp the text around the perimeter of this card. That's just a single image of that in a standard ink color. Same here, just keep swimming. Embossed. Isn't that stunning? And then it's officially a birthday, but just that little fishy stamp. So sweet. And I know members who've been around for a long time, a lot of you do subscribe to our pack of panels. So these are end cuts, and I just want to show you that not all panels are going to be the same size, but you'll get about roughly half a pound of them in your kit. So we can include, you can subscribe to these and get the pop included right in your shipment. And it's not too late to subscribe to that now, or just do a one-time purchase and have that added. Same is true for the stamps too. You can subscribe to the stamps. That is by far your best deal, or just pick and choose which ones you receive and then order them. We can have it included in your box if you place an order today as well. All right, during the month, you may have missed that we released our Kids Rule remix. Now, we did recently go out of stock on this, and it lasted, this collection only lasted in the house a few months. We made a few updates. For example, one of the prints was black background. Now it's a white background. We brightened it up a little bit, changed some of the papers. I freshened up the instructions. The layouts for the most part, though, are the same. And Karen, she's been cutting and trimming away at her desk like I think maybe yesterday. These are literally hot off the press. Karen finished her Kids Rule pages. Check these out. They don't feature a single kid in her family anyway, except for her kids who are adults. So I don't know, does that count as Kids Rule? I think so. Here we are at Super Nintendo World and Universal Studios Hollywood. So this is awesome for, any bright colors, but then you've got these, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful color, the way all that worked. Yeah. I don't think it could have been a better match, actually. So I'm sure Karen will be blogging if she hasn't already. She will be blogging about these finished layouts, so check them out in more detail. She always gives a lot of tips as far as finishing things up or if she's made any alterations. And boy, great job on those, Karen. That's awesome. Now, usually at these little spoiler videos, I take a moment to let you know about any other news at Club Scrap, any future workshops we're offering. Today is no exception. We do have a special card class coming up. This one's called the Soaring Eagle card. Now, I have to give a shout out to a gal who introduced me to her version of this card. And her name is Susan Campfield, and she called hers the Flying Seagull. So this card has been vamped up a little bit. It's a 5x7 card. It's a little larger. I've made a formula around it, and we're calling ours the Soaring Eagle card. So thank you, Susan, for the inspiration. This is going to be a workshop offered at the One of a Kind online virtual events Facebook page. September, Karen, help me. I think it's September 16. Pretty sure it's that Saturday. So pick up this kit. It includes 2 sheets of cut aparts, the 5 papers you need, and the 4 A7 envelopes that will house the cards you'll make. Now, what is this card? Now, get on with it, right? I'll show you. This is such a cool card. So it lays perfectly flat for mailing, right? And then when you open it up, it just is a really cool pop-up that makes a complete scene when it's open and all the way flat, okay? So it's hard to see at an angle. But anyway, I love that it has this little pop-up, all these panels. And with my formula now that I'm going to share in September, you'll make a total of 4 of these. So you have the Arches National Park on this one. We used 2 different park images. And again, you can tell that this is featuring the Wanderer collection that was released from Club Scrap in August. And I like the masculine feel of these cards. I think they're going to be really nice to have in your stash. And my guess is if it's like me, they're not going to last long in your stash. I've already sent out all of my prototypes of this project, and they're really, really fun and incredibly easy to make. I have a good little system for adhering them. Then, of course, because there were a few scraps, you even have the option if you bring 2 folded white card bases to class, you'll be able to make 2 additional cards with the artwork that is left over on the sheets of cut-aparts in the collection. Now, once you master the process of making that card, you can take any 5 sheets of paper and any print from any collection. You'll need 2 prints, and you can make your own cards. Bring your stamps or your cut-aparts to the table. I know a lot of you buy the card kit cut-aparts separately. You just add them to your kit because it's nice to have those elements to make cards. So that's this one, if you haven't recognized it already, this one is using June's typeset collection. Those were like another set of prototypes. And then I also made them, so you could just show you the versatility of this card structure. I used the beautiful bird print and tent print to make a set of 4 of these cards with the page kit prints and the card kit cut-aparts. So you have a lot of great options with this collection. And this is funny. I want to show you, this was my prototype of the card using the Flower Power print, and that was super cute as well. I never really finished it. I just went right into project design, and I started with the Wanderer elements, and then Jacqueline designed those cut-aparts for me, and then I just started creating additional varieties. But I love how these ship flat. I mean, it just couldn't be any more fun. They're really single dimensional, which is kind of what we want for sending. And they also are easy to make, but make you look like a genius. And there's nothing really better than that, is there? Okay, I think that's all the news I have so far. So thank you so much for tuning in and for spending a little bit of your day with me. It's always good to hang out. And I want to thank Karen and Julie for being there, answering your questions and responding to any needs that you have in the background. I really appreciate them, so I can completely concentrate on what I'm doing here and showing you what's coming out this month. Again, a big shout out to, I always point this way because the warehouse is this way. Big shout out to Craig and Jane and Deb. Oh my gosh, Deb single-handedly measures all the ribbon and collates all that paper. Like, she's unbelievable. We have an amazing team back there. And also, of course, to Jacqueline, our designer, who just does a fabulous job and creating all of this and turning our visions into reality. It's just really amazing. In fact, we usually have our planning meeting that is coming up. So for the 2024 kit lineup, our design team and staff will be getting together for the better part of a day to sort of start to put together the color palettes for the collections for next year, the themes, and a lot of you send your requests in. So Karen will be reaching out with a survey to see if there's a specific theme you're looking for. In fact, when she does that, be mindful that you have to not only choose the theme that you want, but also the theme that you think everyone else wants, right? So it has to have somewhat of a universal appeal for it to be attractive to as many people as possible. And we know we don't always hit it out of the park for everyone every month. That would be crazy, but we certainly do our best to make our kits as neutral as possible, so that you have pictures of any reason, any season, you can use them if you're working with us here at Club Scrap. Another reminder that I can't forget to tell you, again, I mentioned it a little bit at the beginning, but you just be mindful of the calendar. It's just really weird the way the first of the month falls on a Friday. And then we've got this long holiday weekend with Labor Day, I believe on the 4th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yes. And then the 5th. So if we can't humanly, and sometimes it's Herculean task to get all these kits out in one day. If we don't get all the kits out on Friday, and we'll try, but anything that doesn't get out that door, unfortunately, it will go out the door the following Tuesday. So just thanks in advance for your patience and understanding. The calendar just wasn't very nice to us this month with its dates and landing on a holiday weekend. So, but our team works very, very hard to make all that stuff happen. So again, kudos to them. They are an amazing family to be a part of. Okay, I think that's everything. So don't forget to grab your kits, make your membership updates, and make sure your membership orders, the orders that you place, match the name under which your membership is given to us. I don't know if you are in Elizabeth as your member, but you order as a Beth, we can't always match those up as easily. Does that make sense? Okay, I think that's all the bookkeeping I have. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful month. I know the kiddos are getting back in school, and hopefully you'll have, if you're a mom of young children, hopefully you'll have more time for yourself again to do a little bit of scrapbooking again and get back into some project making. Don't forget to pick up your Wanderer Soaring Eagle card kit, and let's make those cool cards together mid-September on the One of a Kind page. I will see you there, and I'll see you back here again at the end of September for your next spoiler. Can't wait.